Welcome to HoBNews with Will, Lisa, and your anchor, Jack.
The HoBNews. So what have I got this week? Mackerel fillets.
Ooh.
Hello, Will. Hello, Lisa.
Jack. Hello, Jack.
HoBNews. What are you on this week?
Yeah,
Weather, both of you.
Well, what am I? My
Last week we were pretty sure he was having a mental breakdown, viewers.
we're actually sure.
I think he might have just got there this week. I'm going to hold the reins and say, right, let's talk about, first and foremost, the London Marathon.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
We
right.
need to get people
Yes.
to donate to
How
Ollie.
far's Ollie got this week?
Further than he was last week.
Brilliant.
Yes,
Good.
I believe.
Well, I mean, come on. He
Who would have
was
gone
running in
this
that
weather. Yes,
Did he actually go out and train then?
I'm sure he
I
would
don't
have.
know, probably.
Well, they had snow down in Cornwall for the first time since
They had
the
snow
Jurassic
clouds in
period.
Cornwall.
Did they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's on Virgin Money Giving
Yes,
page,
and I
come
promise
up
there will
there.
be a link under this video.
Yeah.
And hopefully in a couple of weeks' time we'll get a live interview from him with an update.
And it's
But
coming up
just-
soon.
It is. It's just really to say, do sponsor Ollie. That's a fantastic achievement.
26 miles is a heck of a
to do,
long way.
to do the work. Us to get a place for
Yeah.
House of Bread to be flagged up on proper telly on.
Yeah, London Marathon. He's running 26 miles. House of Bread in the London Marathon on telly. Fantastic. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Still determined to get a whole load of us going down there for that, so I think it'll be really good.
Plan.
Talking about Virgin Money,
Yes.
a big thank you to...
Molly Gibson.
I've voiced that in because I can't remember your name, but somebody's climbing somewhere, aren't they?
Snowdon.
Yeah, is it
Yes,
Snowdon?
yes, we need to find out about that. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
so we'll find more out about that. I should have done it before we started recording. So next week we will give you a big shout out at that person's name I said earlier. That's good, isn't it? That's people doing stuff
awesome.
for us.
Thank you very much.
Right, what else do you want to talk about?
Well,
Will?
you wanted to say
I
thank
will
you to
say
the Pie
thank you.
Man.
Thank you to the Pie Man.
You
yes.
know who you are.
Yes.
You
the
know who
Pie
you are.
Man.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
If you were wondering what sort of pies they are,
They are Frey Bentos pies.
gold
If I knew the-
standard charity dinner.
The charity
20
dinner
cents
is
now.
exciting. Now, tickets really are going fast.
So it's the 27th of April, Acton Trussell Moat House Hotel. It's £35 a ticket. It's black tie.
Black
It's-
tie,
it's
live
the op-
music, three-course dinner,
It's the
raffle,
opportunity
auctions.
to have a good time and raise money for us. It's really also an opportunity to actually sort of meet people who support the organisation, people
Yes.
who are out there who are sort of unknown really, but make a contribution to the work that we do. So it's a really, really great event. Rosie
very
and
good
David
point.
organise it year on year, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Now, if you're watching this and you want to get involved in that, or you want to help us make
Yes.
some money, if you own a house in France or something interesting that we can auction off, that'd be absolutely fantastic.
Or a company yacht or
Yeah.
something that people will go, oh,
A
I'll
helicopter
put a
in New
fiver
York.
on that.
Yeah.
Yes. Get in touch
Yeah.
because we'd like to big you up and we'd like to raise some money on the back
And
of
we'd
that.
like to have some really cracking prizes that
Yeah,
people
maybe
can really
some
get
odd
their teeth
prizes.
into. People can really get their wallets into.
Yes.
I could bring you back a jam jar of Welsh snow, if you like.
Ooh, right. Any
Is it
results?
yellow? What
Well,
are we on next?
I put surplus food collector. What
Yes.
that means is we need one person or a couple of people. We've got a whole range of locations. So, for example, with the co-ops,
Yeah.
we've also got the weekly collections. So we need perhaps a bit of support from Dave to our good friends at Nando's and KFC back on track, and Greg's and just generally other places.
We are getting so much surplus food. It goes every
Yes.
week. I mean, we haven't got that much bin space at Browning Street at the cafe, so we cannot throw that much away. But we don't need to because it flies off the shelves.
We've been-
Because one, it's good food. Two, it's there.
Yeah.
And three, people really need it. So it goes to really helping people who need it. So it's
We've been
fantastic.
looking at some stats actually, which we might come back to next week in terms of the volume of surplus food that we're taking in on a weekly basis. And honestly, the numbers are absolutely staggering. So
The numbers
we
are
might
so
have a little graph
the numbers
or
are so
something.
staggering. Will's currently making them up in his
No,
head.
no, I
No,
asked.
no, no. We did some research yesterday. We did
Ah,
some
Thank
research
you.
yesterday.
But it is the sheer volume of food
Yeah.
that's not only available and would otherwise be going into the bin, but just how we're repurposing it.
And we are seeing people who are giving us that food, their attitude's slightly changing, isn't it? Because
Tremendous.
it's an additional thing at the end
Yeah.
of your working day, and I don't blame anybody for just wanting to go home. But yeah, people are really getting into it and really getting into helping us, so,
So
that's
yeah,
fantastic.
contact us in the usual way. That'd be awesome.
Just before we go, I want
Yes.
to say a very much thank you to our new cafe manager who
Oh,
survived his first
Ian.
week.
Oh,
Louis.
Louis.
Survived his first
Louis.
week. Yeah, sorry, Louis, yeah.
And yeah,
Yep.
there was just one point last Thursday where I knew he'd fit in at House of Bread when he was just walking through the kitchen with a carton of soup on fire. Very calmly. It was just oh yeah, this is on fire. I'll just put that out.
Tremendously calm, wasn't it? We
So I
went,
was like,
"Oh,
this
fine."
guy's perfect, fantastic. So well done, Louis. To keep it wrapped up, third-degree burns aren't too bad. No, that's a joke.
Yeah. No,
Lisa's like, shut up about
brilliantly
the health
managed.
and safety in the kitchen.
everybody was fine.
Thank you, Will and Lisa.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
I don't know what's wrong with you at the end of these. Kind of like, don't forget to check out our Change 2018 videos over on Facebook. They're also on YouTube next to these videos. The Change 2018 videos are really serious, and we really want to get a serious message across. And the hot news isn't. The hot news isn't. Right, I think that might be in both videos. There's a little Easter egg. Right, thank you very much for watching. Once again, thank you, John, for remaining quiet.
Best guest ever, right?
Yeah, definitely.
He is there, by the way.
He's not. No, he is. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All the snow's knee deep, and you just put back. Is that your knee deep?
You mean?
I wanted to point of reference.
Wanted to point a reference.
These cows are small. Those cows are far away.
Yes.
This snow is deep. This lady's knees are close to the floor.